Welcome into the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network and the TSCHL tournament. I'm Garrett Drake alongside Tony Morris of the Dayton Flyers. Coach, you guys had a pretty good second half of the year. Things are going good heading into the tournament. What's the morale around the team like?
It's been super positive ever since we beat OU in overtime in the fall. It's really turned around, and we've really been competitive against all the teams we've been playing. Just a lot of confidence and belief in what we can do. We've taken Indiana to overtime, and we just lost OU 4-2, and they were very competitive games. So we're really buzzing right now.
And one thing that we've learned covering the T tournament the past couple years, once you get here, anything can happen. And we've seen some crazy games. What was the message to your guys heading into this weekend, kind of just letting it rip?
Yeah, we haven't played Miami since the fall. It was early fall too, and they beat us twice, but each game gets better and better. This is the third time. This is our shot to take it to them for sure.
And from what we've seen from you guys, Tavian Parks has been playing incredible this season. What has he meant to your team?
He's been a big boost to our team. A lot of guys were returners. We only had like 6 new guys, but the back end and Tavian and net has been a big difference maker for us. He just really stepped it up the second half even more, which has been huge for us.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and we'll have the puck drop in just about 20 minutes here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, hockey fans. My name's Andrew Gus. I'm joined alongside Garrett Drake here in Cincinnati for the 2024 TSCHL League Tournament, Garrett. We were here in Cincinnati a few weeks ago playing a matchup against the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Indiana Hoosiers. But now here today we have a matchup between the Dayton Flyers and the Miami Redhawks, Garrett. So a big first matchup right here in the Final 8, as the Redhawks this afternoon will be the home team and dressed in their cream jerseys with the red trim on the outside, and the Flyers will be wearing their blue jerseys with the red logos and trim as well. So Garrett, we know both these teams pretty well, as both teams have a lot of good defense on their team, starting with their goaltenders. And Kinzinger will be the starter tonight for Miami. Tavian Parks, the freshman for Dayton.
Yeah, and we got to see firsthand a couple weeks ago how phenomenal Tavian Parks has been this season when they were playing against Indiana. He was standing on his head for the majority of that game, unable to come out with the win, but he put together an incredible performance. And on the other end of the ice as well, Kinzinger has been putting together a very solid season for Miami of Ohio. So the offense might be hard to come by today, but we know one thing's for sure: in the T tournament, anything can happen.
And Garrett, starts off at the very get-go for both teams. They're going to want to get on top first. Who can score first? Who can get the pucks to the back of the net first? It sounds pretty simple, but especially playoff hockey, you don't know what's going to come. We mentioned it before, but especially here in the TSCHL League playoffs, all these teams come and they bring it every time. Expecting a very fast and physical game between these two teams. Should be a good one.
And with it being single elimination, we've got a bracket format this year, and the single elimination part's been the same, but these guys know that this is it for them in terms of hoping to win a conference title. Indiana's won it the past 2 seasons, and you know everybody here wants to try to dethrone the Hoosiers.
You're absolutely right. Well, once again, we mentioned for the Redhawks, starting in goal tonight will be Noah Kinzinger, the senior. He's 6'3" and 200 pounds. And on the other side of the ice, we'll have Tavian Parks, the freshman goaltender. Though he is 6'2" and 190 pounds, he's ready to go.
Going straight from warm-ups to puck drop here, so we'll have the action coming your way in a couple seconds. Let's get it rolling, Goose.
Absolutely. Well, the tournament this year taking place here at the Queen City Sportsplex Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the home of both the Xavier Musketeers and the Cincinnati Bearcats. But all the teams playing in the playoffs will be playing here this weekend as well. The officials do their last-minute checks of the net. Goaltenders take sprays of water, and the official's ready with the puck in his hand. We're ready to go. The puck hits the ice, and we're underway. As Miami will win this back, it'll be chipped in as Frado chips it off his stick and in deep. The Flyers will scoop it up in their own corner. That's Declan Plus, as he'll come for a far side pass just in front of us. It will be on the net of Kinzinger, so no icing the call there. As now Dayton will pick up the puck in their offensive zone. This one's shot and saved down by the stick of Kinzinger. A second shot there, once again by Plus, and the save made with the glove of Kinzinger here early in the frame.
Dayton getting the first shot on goal here. You know they're going to try to put some pressure on Kinzinger early and try to keep the puck away from Tavian Parks, even though he's proven ready for the challenge. But he's seen a lot of shots this year.
You're absolutely right. As Frado will skate this out of his zone, he'll get sent down to the ice. As the Redhawks will now try an offensive zone effort. It'll be picked up on the near side corner by McClemens. As he'll regain possession of the puck. He'll have a shot. This one deflects up high, striking the glass. Miami, a hard forecheck there, picked up. It looked to be Bobby Eber. Once again sent back in by Dombrowski. As the Redhawks still working up at their point. This one a one-time attempt there taken by Bale. They couldn't get that one to go. This one, a second shot there, and saved by Parks. Here with 18:50 left in the first period. And Garrett, as we mentioned in the pregame show, we were expecting the goaltender to be strong. Already some quick shots and some nice saves made up to this point.
It's going to be a lot more where that came from.
Well, this will be the Flyers now trying an attempt up ice as they'll circle back to their own blue line. It'll now be picked up on the far side by Unhafer. They'll have that stripped away from him, and the Redhawks will start their breakout as Cohen sends it up the point. It'll be sent back in by Plus. He'll skate with it for a moment, driving down behind the net. He'll get sticked away there, and now the Redhawks will take a turn the other way. It'll be Hartwell as he'll cross center ice and just decide to push it into the corner. He'll go for the attack. And this one back to the point. This one shot on, whiffed there. As this one deflects off McCormick's stick. Back to the point of Miami, it'll be Cohen. He'll have a shot. This one, a blocker save made by Parks. A whiffed attempt there, a broken stick for a Miami defender. And now here come the Redhawks, the Flyers the other way. As McCormick will pick up this puck in front of Kinsinger's cage. He'll still have it with it, get knocked down by his own teammate Miller. And now the Flyers will skate up from right to left. Meichenbaum will stop there as this one banks off the boards. Now stolen away by Devine. A one-on-one, he'll have a shot. And save made there by Parks, right to the logo. What a good effort there by Devine, getting up ice quick and intercepting that pass, getting a shot on net there. It'll be tied up in the near side dot. Both teams trying to fight for it. As it'll be sticked off Kelly. A foot race right in front of us awaits. Flyers able to hold the zone temporarily. That one bounced off the side of the cage, Garrett. As Kelly will slow things down behind his own net and start to skate up ice. We'll go for a saucer pass, trying to connect with Devine, but a little too much mustard on that one, as the Flyers will regain possession.
Well, we haven't seen the puck stalling in the neutral zone a whole lot early on, but once they get it into the O zone, just struggling to keep possession and get those shots on net.
Garrett, delayed penalty. It looks like we're going to have a trip there. It looked like I saw some knee contact there on Ferguson. So Anderson will head to the box for the Miami Redhawks for 2 minutes, and the Flyers will start off here with a power play.
First power play of the tournament belongs to Dayton, and it would be big for them if they were able to capitalize on this one, start off 1-for-1.
It sure would. As the Redhawks will win it and quickly clear it down. Parks will step out of his net to play it and just leave it off to the side. A hard forecheck there as a body goes flying into the boards. Oh, the Flyers still with possession of the puck. This pass will connect as Plus will skate up ice. He'll cross the blue line and set up his attack. He'll leave it off to the point. It's Meichenbaum. This one shot on, deflected wide. A good save there made by Kinsinger. The Redhawks able to make a clear there. That went off the stick of Eric Miller. Well, Garrett, something's wrong with the clock up on the big board. We still have ours running, but it's frozen at 20 minutes up on the jumbo board. So we'll see what happens with that, but
there's
for
also
the time being.
Yeah, also no penalty up there.
This one stolen away by Miami. And cleared out by the backhand of Dombrowski. Oh, here comes Fratto. A 1-on-0. Fratto shoots, he'll miss wide.
And I'm not sure if anybody's realized that the clock is not running yet.
Or Miami still able to make the clear there. It'll come back to the point as Cohen touched the puck for a moment, but the officials blew it dead.
I think
we have ours stopped at 15:27, so we'll see if.
Now it says 15:26, so maybe it was running. It was just glitched out on the main board, but.
Well, if that happens the rest of the afternoon, it might be a long afternoon. Trying to fix the clock all day long, but
The penalty was never up there either. They should have the time written down where he went in the box, though, so.
Well, the officials just discussing with both the Flyer and the Red Hawk bench, making sure everyone's on the same page. Sounds like 14:53 is what the officials are.
I think they're saying he can leave the box at 14:53.
Absolutely,
so,
yeah, back to even strength.
So Dayton will have about 30 more seconds here.
The Flyers will win this draw. They'll defend to the far side. They'll just try to chip it in and go for a skate. Pass there off to the point. Shot deflected back to the far side. Smith a shot and a save there once again made by Noah Kinsinger.
Now it looks like they've got the penalty up there, so everything has been restored to order.
And Garrett Kinsinger, you can just tell from here, we said 6'3" and 210 pounds, just looks to be able to take up the whole net there. And he's very good moving from post to post as well, we've seen. This one will deflect off the netting. We'll have another whistle back out to neutral ice. It'll start back in the Red Hawk zone as a one-timer there. We'll be able to clear this one out. We're back to even strength. As you may hear the shouts in the background of even. As this one goes all the way the length of the ice, we'll head back 200 feet the other way for an icing. It'll be in Parks' own end. The Red Hawks will have an offensive zone face-off.
Lots of whistles early on in this contest. Pace of play has been a little slower than we've normally seen.
Yeah, Garrett, I'm not going to lie, from the tone that I felt before pregame, seeing the guys running around here in the arena, hearing some shouts, I was expecting a little faster paced game up to this point, but still lots of time for that to happen, as well as the physicality aspect of it as well here in the playoffs, as Parks will stick this one away.
That bouncing puck went right in front of the net.
Stolen away by McCormick. A wraparound. He'll score. And we'll see if it counts. There was also a delayed penalty in the play. Miami's still celebrating. So I think they're going to call it a good goal, as that was going against the Flyers. And a hook there will probably cancel out, as McCormick will put the Red Hawks up 1.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a power play out of this, as they scored the goal right after, but looks like they'll still make him sit in the box.
Well, a double whammy there for the Flyers, as the Red Hawks will now be on a power play and with a 1-goal advantage. Will be circled back. He's now picking up speed as Dombrowski. He'll cross a shot there on net. Saved away once again by Parks. It'll be Hartwell. He'll have a shot trying to go for a stick on the back door, as this now frees up to the point. Dombrowski fires a shot. This one deflects off of a shin guard. Didn't make it through. Back to the point, it's Bale. He'll think about a shot and make the pass, as McCormick thought about one. He'll fire this one. Once again saved by Parks, as the Red Hawks working the puck down below. Now up to the point. Back to McCormick at the top. He'll slide it over. Save made once again by Parks, and cleared by the Flyers. So McCormick will have to race back, and gaining ahead of speed, he'll now churn up ice again. As he'll skate all the way around the net, he'll go back to the point. Bale the bumper will slide it down. A one-time shot saved once again by Parks. As Meichenbaum able to make a D-to-D pass there, and the Flyers on the kill. Just 20 seconds left to go. Kinsinger will chip this one out of his zone. As Dombrowski left a touch pass for Miller. Now Miller to Cohen in the back door. As they're trying options, the Flyers able to get possession of it. Saved there by Anderson on the blue line. And we're back to even strength. A good kill there for sure by the Flyers, and definitely have to give Parks a tap on the back there as he made some big saves.
And that's a tough situation when you give up a goal and go to the other team goes to the power play right after. So good job by them staying composed and moving on to the next play and getting the kill.
As the Flyers try a centering pass there, it will bobble all the way down. Once again on net, so no icing, but it will be saved as Kissinger just decided to put his glove on it. We'll have another whistle here with 11:55 left to go in the first period.
And these tournament games, they're long. I mean, it's 1-0 early, but you know there's still a lot of time left, and we mentioned the pace of play being a little slower. Dayton's going to have their chances.
As Anderson will get collided with on the far side wall. It'll be held there by the skate of Devine. Back off to the point. Smith just decides to chip it back down. Some physicality picking up. Stolen away and now skated up by Schweitzer.
They almost had one right there in the slot, just missed the pass.
Schweitzer still with it on his stick. He'll get bodied off the puck, but he'll give it off to the point at Lawrence. As Bale gives it down below. They'll try to connect with Lawrence at the point. They will. His shot saved by the left pad of Parks. And back to the point, Lawrence once again. The Red Hawks starting to gain some offensive zone puck movement, Garrett. As they're starting to fly around pretty quickly. Back to the point, it'll be Bale. As he'll get knocked down to the ice. This puck will go off a stick and run up the glass and out of play. So we'll play on. And this one's won back by the Red Hawks. This one shot saved away and once again out of play. Now Garrett, the sheet next to us, the Canada rink here at the Center Ice Sportsplex, has a matchup right now of the Kentucky Wildcats and the Bowling Green Falcons being played in the other quarterfinal game.
We'll try to get score updates for that one between periods if we can, and maybe on social media as well if they post updates on there and let you know what's going on. But that game being live streamed as well on Xavier's YouTube channel, I believe.
And picked up by Lawrence as he'll have a skate trying to go and connect with his teammate. It looked to be Gerling. Just couldn't connect there. Gerling once again tries a shot. It looked like it got caught in the stick of Meichenbaum. Now pressed along the far side by Delio. The Red Hawks, a chance there. A little off the mark. As Douglas had to bounce off his skate. Fancy footwork there on the far side by Dimoff of the Red Hawks. As Sullivan Clark for the Flyers will send a pass up and connect to Stuber. Stuber tried a shot there, but just couldn't get that puck to stop bouncing on his stick. And now a centering pass, and it's McCormick the other way. McCormick, a toe drag through the defender's legs, a centering pass to Miller. A save there once again made by Parks. And this time the Flyers working up. As McCormick will dump it in deep, as his team will now chase. The Flyers trying another floating pass there. Trying to get past all the defenders, Garrett, as they're starting to leave a man in the neutral zone and try to get a fast break, keeping the Red Hawks with just 4 guys in the zone, making that last defender stay with their player.
Yeah, and so far Miami been able to get away with doing that, and you know, it's tough to make those passes all the way across to the other zone, and usually the puck's bouncing around and tough to get a hold of, and we saw even when they got in the zone, just unable to keep it on their stick.
Once again, a floating pass there, flutters down. And the Red Hawks successful this time. It'll be Ward, he'll have a shot, saved by the blocker. Still loose in front and now to the corner. The Red Hawks able to gain possession. Oh, here come the Flyers again, Bordeaux score! What a shot! It looked to be Thomas Rutherford of the Dayton Flyers. We're tied at 1.
And he talked about it, bar down right there, Goose, off the giveaway in their own zone. Miami shoots themselves in the foot right there, and a heck of a shot by Rutherford.
And Garrett, we'll see if the Flyers continue to leave a man high and try to float one, but for the time being, we are tied at 1 as Frotto now dumps this one in. It'll be chased hard by Smith of the Flyers. The Flyers will start their breakout. It'll be stopped quickly. Dumped back in by the Red Hawks. Douglas will forecheck hard. The centering pass there. Wind up on Cohen's stick. And here comes John Frotto to the far side. As Frotto cuts in, he'll have a shot. A good effort there by him as he was getting hit. Now Cohen sends it to the far side. Shot there. This one goes just off the mark from Dombrowski. A centering pass to the top. It's Cohen once again. He'll try to give it back to Frotto, but that puck bounces over his stick. A centering pass there will just miss. Breaking Althoff, trying to get out of the zone. And the Flyers force once again to chip it out. Some tired legs out there need a change. A nice move there by Brett Smith as he'll wheel up ice. Smith will cross the blue line, but Anderson stops him and sends a pass to Schweitzer. Now Schweitzer crosses the blue line as he'll drive towards the net. He'll be stopped there as he'll now get pushed into the glass. And it'll be Dayton skating up ice. Carried in by Meichenbaum. Now working down below. Thought about a Michigan, Garrett. I don't think he had enough room there as there's bodies on either side of the post. And the physicality definitely starting to pick up as bodies now collide in front of us. We'll see a pass get intercepted there, but the Flyers not able to, the Red Hawks not able to get into the zone as the Flyers now skate up ice. It'll be chipped off the glass. As Anderson tried to catch that one up in neutral ice, streaking. Just couldn't get it on his tape. And no ice in the call there as that one deflected off of someone. Will now be the Flyers with a turn. As Dayton starts to work up, this will be chipped in. Although a few feet behind the red line, and now it'll go for an ice. Gary mentioned this last time too. Tough to see the numbers of the Flyers as they only have the numbers on the back of their jerseys. Nothing on the side to make it easy to tell who's coming up ice. So we'll continue to do as best we can with that.
Yeah, Miami's making it easy on us. They got last names, numbers, the whole 9 yards.
It will be an offensive zone face-off won by the Red Hawks as they'll chip it in behind the net and go for a chase.
And this first period really sped up quite a bit.
It really did. The first 5 minutes were pretty slow, but now both teams have a goal in their name. And this game's starting to have some character to it. As picked up on the far side by Simone. He'll put on the brakes for a moment. And now get pressed along by a forecheck. This one squirts out in front, but the Flyers not able to capitalize on an opportunity. As Michael McCormick leaves it off for his line-mate Hartwell. A turnover there, and it's Brett Stuber. Stuber's shot goes just wide. As Eric Miller on the far side went for that one. As now Kelly with the puck on his stick will send it behind. Stolen away. A wraparound opportunity. Saved by Kinzinger.
Yeah, Kinzinger able to slide over and cover that near post on the wraparound and didn't get any air on it and just went straight into the foot there. Nice save by Kinzinger.
Now, Garrett, that was Rutherford who tried that opportunity. He was the one that scored the most recent goal for the Flyers, which tied this game at 1. as the Red Hawks will win it back. Cohen will be pressed hard, and the Flyers a quick turnover. Rutherford down below again. This one goes just wide. It came off the stick of Ward. As bodies collide in the far side corner. Frado will get collided with. And now Douglas swings in and picks up the puck. A 3-on-2 the other way. His centering pass. Now shot, score! Gabe Dombrowski for the Miami Redhawks. Quite a shot there. As the 3-on-2, they just slid the puck over to him. He went right down the slot, had a shot, and next thing you know, it's a 2-1 game. Well, Garrett, the persistency there of Miami trying to get up ice there after getting stopped by the first forecheck, a swarm of Flyers on the scene there. They were able to get up ice quick, and when they had numbers, they took it to their advantage. And now the Redhawks with a 1-goal lead once again. It'll be Dombrowski now churning up ice. He'll get hooked there, no call in the play. But back to the Redhawks defense. It'll be Frado once again. With it as he'll now get torn off the puck. As this one twirls up and back down to the ice, picked up by Anderson on the far side. Anderson tries a pass, will connect. This one shot on and save made by Parks. It almost looked to be a whiff there.
Yeah, they scored glove side on the last goal, and Parks able to snag that one, so trying to shake off the leather a little bit early.
One-time opportunity there, almost had it, but not on the far side. Ferguson tries a shot. Pardon me, Anderson. As bodies collide on the far side, they'll be picked up by the Flyers and gated up ice. Now back to the Red Hawk defense. It'll be picked up by Bale. Tried to find, but no one there. Will now blow the whistle. Kind of a long opportunity there for the officials to blow it, and they decided not to, but Parks did not want to play that puck.
I think that was the wise decision there. Miami's really been stepping up on the forecheck here, and they've been relentless in their pursuit of the puck.
They sure have. And Garrett, funny to see, we mentioned this pregame too, but they've got the blue posted nets here this afternoon. Don't see those too often. Standard color red. Passer will now connect. Shot by Constable. Just couldn't get that on net. As he'll now dig in down below. It'll free up. This one shot by a Flyer defender as it went all the way down. Centering pass now. Once again, shot saved by the blocker of Kinsinger as Miller will pick up this puck and now deflects off of a Flyer skate. No icing the call. Chasing on the play, Hartwell. But the Flyers quickly moving up ice. Nice move there by Plus. As once again, that puck ends up going up the boards and out of play with the shortened glass here in Cincinnati.
Final minutes of the first period coming up here, 3:30 left, and we talked about how there might be a shortage of offense, but that's not what we've seen so far.
It sure has been, and you can only expect it to just keep getting better. As the Flyers will win this draw. Back to the point, Meichenbaum tried it, went all the way around. They still now regain possession of this puck. He'll send it off to his D partner, Migun. Now the Flyers have to retreat back to their own end. They're trying to make some time and space. Douglas strips it away. As he'll now have a try for the Redhawks. As Miami once again gains possession. A centering pass there. A little off the mark and a turnover. Here come the Flyers the other way. Will just be dumped in off the stick of Ward as it rims all the way around to the far side. Driving towards the net. Shot. This one saved by the pad. Quite a look there. As now driving towards the net was just Meichenbaum. Stuber able to hold the line. Will get collided with. The drop pass there was left for Kelly, as he'll now start to wheel up ice. Kelly just looking for help. Will dump it behind the net. And back out to neutral ice. This puck ends up. Will be Cohen, as he'll leave it off the boards. He tried an angled pass there, but stolen away by Dayton. So now Cohen, in his own end, sends it off the boards. It won't make it enough for an icing. As picked up now on the near side and chipped off the glass. Both sides fighting for it. Will be picked up by Miami, driving towards the net. It looked to be Devine, as Cohen sends it right back to Devine. A centering pass there. Anderson trying to shot, he whiffed. Still down, and the save made by Parks. Well, Garrett will stop here with 1:42 left to play in our first period. The Red Hawks with another offensive zone faceoff. As the Flyers started to skate up ice there, a centering pass just did not connect. It'll be Cohen stealing it away, as he'll skate all the way around and back to the point. Shot on through a defender's legs, and now it'll be the Flyers working up ice. A 3-on-2. Jones leaves it off. This one shot, it goes just wide. And now Anderson for the Red Hawks, and a 3-on-2 the other way. Devine tried cutting towards the middle, but was stopped by one of the Flyers. Here comes Dayton once again. We're down to the final minute left in our first period. Will be chipped in the far side, near side corner, and picked up by Bale. As he'll send it off the boards. It will free up. Both sides looking for it. Scrum in the far side corner. It'll be picked up by Miami. As Miller tries to go through a defender's legs, he was stopped short. The Flyers will turn up ice and go the other way. And this one banks off the boards. Kinsinger will play with his stick. A centering pass there with Miller will connect. Here comes Hartwell. Hartwell to the far side. This one shot saved by Parks on a big stop. Garrett, Miami really has done a good job getting up ice with numbers and move the puck well in the offensive zone, trying to keep Parks from moving post to post as much as he can and get him trying to move around as much as possible, making as much open net free for them to shoot.
We've seen Dayton get some good looks too, but it seems like every time they do, Miami just
scores again. What a shot there. It was Michael McCormick, his second of the afternoon. And now the Red Hawks with a 2-goal lead.
As I was saying, Miami just races it down the ice as soon as Dayton gets an opportunity and converts it into one of their own. And right there, McCormick gets goal number 3 of the period for the Red Hawks. Just 8 seconds left. That's a devastating one for Dayton.
It sure is, especially as you almost made it through that first 20 minutes, the hardest one to get through in a game. As they'll win it back. We'll just let the time expire. And that's the end of our first period. Well, Garrett, a lot of promising hockey showed there. As the Red Hawks were able to bury 3, and the Flyers able to tally 1. Make sure not to go anywhere, as we'll have an interview coming up in the next 5 minutes. We'll be joined by Michael McCormick of the Miami Red Hawks, and we'll bring that to you very soon. We'll take a brief break here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network, and we'll be back for period 2 in just a few minutes. Hi there, Andrew Gus back here for our first intermission. I'm joined by Michael McCormick here of the Red Hawks. Michael, great first period there, able to tally 2 goals for your team. Now your first rodeo here at the TSCHL playoffs. So what have you gained from your experience here? What are you trying to take away this year?
Through my experience, we haven't really fared too well in the playoffs. It's more getting through that first game and then moving on towards get some momentum towards the next games. Right now, we feel like we're the most skilled team at this tournament. Just got to use our skill and just score goals.
Absolutely. Well, a great 20 minutes there. We got 40 minutes left to go. It's going to be a tough one. What do you got to do to close the thing out?
Keep using our speed. We're good enough to find the open man against Dayton. Not let them back in this game. They're used to coming back against some of the good teams, but just got to put them away early.
Well, we appreciate it. We'll let you get back for period number 2, and good luck out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew Gus once again joined by Garrett Drake for period number 2 of the action between the Redhawks and the Flyers. Quite an interesting, fun first period. After talking to Michael McCormick there of the Redhawks, seems like we're going to have a great rest of our game, Garrett. And a quick little update on the sheet next to us. From the time being, there's about 2 minutes left in the first period between Kentucky and Bowling Green. The score right now, Bowling Green 1 and Kentucky 0. We'll keep updating you as we can throughout this game.
Yeah, I just saw the referees from that game walking towards the locker room area over here, so looks like it should still be 1-0 at the end of the first there.
And the officials will point down to make sure both Parks and Kissinger are ready. And we'll be underway momentarily.
And Bowling Green's been surprising some people this season, Goose, and Kentucky Bowling Green had the makings of a great matchup, and right now it's looking like that's what's happening.
It sure did. Well, we'll hear our whistle, and that means it's time to play some hockey.
And Miami knows that Dayton's used to trailing from, or playing from behind rather. That's one thing that Michael McCormick said as well. So this Miami team isn't going to jump to conclusions too early here.
Some unhappy faces on the ice right now after a quick icing there. Just 6 seconds here into our second frame. But we'll reset where we just once were. It'll be the Redhawks winning the draw this time. As it'll get chipped past the defender, it's Delio. Already the Flyers trying to get an offensive zone presence going. And now the Redhawks try a chance the other way. It's Frotto. Frotto drives towards the net. He'll have a shot. This one goes just wide. They'll send it back to the point. And stepping in to play it is Lawrence. They'll leave it off. A one-time shot taken off the face there by Parks. And still made the save.
Yeah, that'll wake you up.
Quite a one-time shot there, yeah, absolutely. He seems to be okay, which is good. That puck squirted out of play, so we'll have to get a new one.
Making some adjustments to the mask there, making sure everything still works.
As tied up in the far side dot, the Flyers will win it. A pass there, tried to find a breaking Ted Stuber. And now Miami their way. Back to the point. Cowan tries a shot. This one deflected, but not in the direction of the net. A good stick play made by a Red Hawk defender just in front of us, as now Miller will start to skate up ice. It'll be Stuber as he'll bank it off the boards and let it send all the way around, trying to find an awaiting Rutherford on the far side. This one taken shot off a shin guard. Here comes McCormick. A 3-on-1 Miller. They'll slide it back to the far side and just missed. McCormick, an opportunity there going for his hat trick. As now Hartwell, he'll have a shot. This one deflects wide. Another big save made by Tavian Parks. Kessing tries a shot as Miller was there in front for the tip. Here's McCormick. He'll try to drive in and go high glove side. But the Trapper was able to help Parks right there.
Man, 2 great chances for McCormick trying to get that Hattie that you were talking about. Those are some great looks.
It'll be Hartwell. As he'll cross the blue line, he'll leave it off. A pass there that was just a little off. And next thing you know, the Flyers are in possession. As this one will connect up to the tape. As dumped in. Kinsinger out of his net to play it. We'll leave it off. This one deflected up high and out of play.
We might have been in danger if not for the netting here.
Yeah, quite a big net.
All the way up to the ceiling, just about.
Well, they'll drop the puck. as Simone will take the initial possession of the puck there for the Red Hawks as it banks off the boards. The Red Hawks will swing behind their own net and see if they can start to get up ice with it. Flailing on that one was Kelly. A second chance effort. Able to get it to the far side of Simone. Frado able to get back and collect this puck as he'll now try to weave through a few defenders in neutral ice. Frado crosses the blue line, driving towards the net. Still with it on his stick, a centering pass as he'll get dropped to the ice. Kelly will regain possession at the line at center. And now get bodied into the glass. This one is now on the tape of the Flyers. It'll just be dumped in on Kinsinger as he'll play it off to his left where Kelly was awaiting that puck. Now Miami trying to get up ice. It's Anderson. Although he was stopped short, and the Flyers the other way. It's Delio. He'll have a shot, this one striking the end boards. Back off the glass it chips. As both sides battling for this 50-50 puck. Centering pass there. The opportunity just couldn't go through as Bill, his only option to dump into the far corner. As it'll get chipped out, back to center ice. And the Red Hawks looking for another option to get into the zone. There's a good stick play there. It looked to be Pachetti for the Flyers. Now in possession, Brett Smith, as he tried to wheel up ice. Anderson stripped him. Anderson with the puck on his stick, drives around the net, tries a wraparound goal there, was stopped. As Bale receives this puck, a centering pass to the far side, was stopped away, and now held by Stuber. As he'll send it up the ice, it'll connect up to Smith, who will give it off to Clark. Clark fires a shot, this one off a stick. Another one striking end boards. As Stuber on the point will regain possession of this one. He'll send it all the way around. As Stuber tries skating up ice, it'll be deflected back down by the glove of Smith and pushed off the puck by Miller. Dumped in deep by the Red Hawks, who will go for a change as the Flyers will try to exit their own zone.
Already more than 5 minutes gone in this second period. Game's starting to fly along.
This one shot an odd angle. It goes all the way up and out of play. Garrett, the period here with the longer change. Definitely starting to see the teams get a little tired in their offensive zones. Getting worn down. Not as easy to just change on the fly. But we'll reset in the far corner. It'll happen off to the left of Parks' net. This one banks off the boards out of the zone as Kessing will send it off the glass. However, he had that stolen by Sieve. As Cowan sends it off. It'll be skated by Hartwell. Back in the net of Kinsinger. He'll play it off to the left. As Miller swings in the zone to pick it up. He'll now cross over and start to get up ice. Cowan joins the play, back to Miller. Miller drives towards the net as he gets torn down and flies into the boards. Shot on. And a whistle. Miller slow to his feet.
Yeah, it looked like he got whacked in the head.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was inadvertent or...
I'm not sure if they'll make the call or not, but I definitely saw that too as well, Garrett.
It looks like it's not going to be a penalty.
He went crashing into the boards, and while he was trying to get up, he got knocked back down. He took a shot to the head, but he appears to be all right, which is great to see. And this puck will come out to the neutral zone.
Fortunate break for the Flyers there. That's one that definitely could be called.
And the last thing they wrote right now is to put the Red Hawks back on the power play and give them a chance, already down by 2 goals. And the last thing they want is to get themselves into penalty trouble. We'll see Frado skating up ice as he'll leave a touch pass off. Oh, now we'll have a delayed penalty. going against Dayton as Kinsinger flies to the bench.
They're going to bring it back.
We'll see Cowan skate out back to his own end. As now the Red Hawks have their 6th attacker on the ice, but the Flyers able to gain possession, and we'll have our penalty upcoming. We'll see what the official call on the play is. It'll be a hook going against number 4 of the Flyers, Declan Plus, from Park Ridge, Illinois. So he'll sit for 2 minutes, and the Red Hawks on the power play. Miami steps in to take the draw. They'll win it back to their own point. Possessed for the time being by Tyler Bale, as he'll give it off to Hartwell. Hartwell will just leave a touch pass for McCormick, who will look to the far side. Tic-tac, they tried to go toe, but it ended up going off Bale's toe and couldn't gain possession. Hartwell will send it back to the top with a bumper. Bale slides it down. Good stick lift there by a Flyer, but not enough to get it out of the zone. McCormick sitting, waiting for it. Will take it. He'll transition with his feet. This one sticked away. Just a minute 15 left to go on the man advantage. Good stick play there by Miller. He'll shoot and score! A power play goal.
And Miller, the one who just got knocked down, we talked about could have been a penalty. They end up committing another penalty that is called as Dayton on the next possession, and then Miller puts home the power play goal.
Garrett, that's got to feel good for him, too, after getting knocked down in the no call you just mentioned. But having that grit and the intensity to keep going, even when things sometimes don't go your way right there. And he buried a big goal for his team. And now the Flyers trail by 3. So the Red Hawks will win this draw as it goes back to Kelly of the defense of the Red Hawks as he'll get dropped to the ice. You can already see some more pep in the step of the Flyers as they're going to want to climb back into this game. It's playoff hockey. It's never over till it's over. As Anderson there evades a hit. Rutherford will have this chip off his stick. No icing the call as the Red Hawks will rim it off. It'll be Anderson picking up the puck. As he'll gain ahead of speed and move up ice for a 2-on-2 through a defender's legs and just couldn't get full possession there, driving towards the net. We'll see 2 Flyers knock each other over as Simone, patiently waiting, will just decide to fling this one in. Now, Garrett, you can already see in the bottom of the screen as Rutherford hanging out, cherry picking in the zone, neutral zone, pardon me. And that was how they were able to score their first goal when they were down 1-0. They started hanging a man up in neutral ice. We'll see if they try that trend again. A big hit on the play. Rutherford knocks over Simone. He'll feel that one tomorrow. Huge hit on the play.
We saw him winding up for it right in front of us, and he laid the boom.
A shot there by Rutherford. A good shift by him. And he's not giving up anytime soon.
Simone just now getting to the bench, but he's going to be feeling that one for a little bit.
He sure will. And honestly, glad to see that he's all right. That was a big hit. He popped up pretty quick. And this one will connect in and just be sent in by the Flyers. And now a wide open man in neutral ice. A reverse hit there by Dombrowski. As this puck banks off the boards. It'll be the Flyers a 1-on-2. Shot saved by Kinsinger and cleared out from in front. As this puck looses up. Here come the Red Hawks again. Shot, a nice save there made on the play by Parks as Frado able to gain possession. Picked up by Mark Pacchetti of the Flyers. As Dombrowski there quickly to take the puck away from him. And the Flyers having a tough time trying to escape their own end. This one saved made by Parks. Here with 9:45 left in our middle frame. We'll have a stoppage of play. Once again, the coverage today being brought to you by myself, Andrew Gus, and Garrett Drake from the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network with our 2024 TSCHL playoffs, the quarterfinal game between the Dayton Flyers and the Miami Redhawks. This one's shot on by Hartwell. Save made there, a scrum in front. And a few bodies fly on top of Parks' net.
A couple bodies flew on top of Parks there.
Sure
He
did.
was getting piled up on, and as you mentioned, the coverage, we'll have the Michigan versus Indiana game on this rink tonight around 9:15 or 9:30. I've heard both. One of the two.
Likely a 9:15 warm-up and 9:30 puck drop, if we had to imagine. As we see the puck get dropped, as Kessing will take initial possession. He'll shoot this one. Still loose in front. You hear the officials call. Pachetti able to clear it out of the zone. As some stick play, here comes Michael McCormick. He'll try to slide it over to Miller, a fellow Red Hawk. But unsuccessful. But once again, regain possession of this puck on his stick, as he'll send it to the tape of Kessing. Kessing tries to go for the far side post, but the stop made by Tavian Parks. Garrett, once again, we're here at the Queen City Sportsplex Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. So not too far of a trip for both of these teams.
Not too bad of a trip for us either. Had a nice drive this morning and got here and got ready for game time.
Absolutely. Nice sunny day out. You can already tell it's starting to get nicer out each day that passes. It looks like the groundhog Phil didn't see a shadow, so we've got an early spring coming. This one shot on and saved. Loose in front. As Bale regains possession, he'll chip it off the boards. And almost great opportunity there for the Flyers. And now Devine the other way. He'll get dropped to the ice, a big hit on the play.
And Sunday, we're going to have a big day of sports coming your way. You can celebrate the pregame of the Super Bowl by turning on the TSCHL Championship at 4 p.m. Have everybody come over a little early and watch some ACHA hockey and then follow it up with the big game.
Oh, there's nothing better than that, I'll tell you. For the time being, the puck carried up the near side to wing by Bale. As looking for options. A backdoor pass. The Red Hawks still loose in front. Parks makes the save. Frado tries again. And this one goes flying up into the netting. A stoppage of play.
Another one went way up there.
And the Red Hawks, golden opportunities left, right, and left again. But unable to capitalize. Parks made a few great saves and a few bad bounces as well. But
I think he's messing with his equipment again over there too. Might have been one of the leg pads, one of the straps on there maybe.
And this one will hit the ice again. It will now be picked up on the far side by Constable of the Dayton Flyers. Pass left on shot. This one banks up and into the wrong netting, unfortunately, for the Flyers, as that one went over the head of Kinsinger. We'll reset in the far side dot as it just scoots out of the zone as it just bounced off the stick of Thomas Sieve. And bodies collide in the far side. As the Red Hawks try to get out of their own zone. Past the far side. This one sent on and went just wide. A good look there by the Red Hawks. Now Frado will have a attempted shot there, but Plus able to get his stick in the way of the lane and break up that play from occurring. Frado, a nice jumping effort there. You'll see Douglas give it off to Frado. Frado tries a shot high and into the shoulder. We'll have another whistle as Parks made yet another stop. And Garrett, you can see right now up on the big board, the shots on goal read 31 for the Redhawks and 17 for the Flyers.
Yeah, we've only played about a period and 3 quarters, and you look at the 31 that Miami's already racked up, yet they still only have 4 goals scored, and Tavian Parks has had a good game. Just, we talk about the volume. When you see that many shots, a few of them are going to go in.
As Ward tried chasing after that puck on the far side, he was able to get his stick in the lane, and now tries to drive into the offensive zone. As Hartwell tried to have that one stripped away from him. Ward tries a shot. It deflects off the noggin of Kinsinger and up into the netting.
That one was coming in hot. High off the shoulder of Kinsinger and into the netting.
The Flyers able to gain possession of this offensive zone faceoff. We'll play with it for a second on the point. This one shot down below. A few bodies in the lane stopped that from getting to the net. Kessing on the far side was stopped there. Flyers forecheck working right now is still in possession of it. Sebastian Althoff. Point to point, back down below. The Flyers work. Centering pass there, try to connect with Ward. Still the Flyers with possession. McCormick just able to bank it off the boards and away from danger. They'll connect there in the middle. Dumped in deep by Brett Smith. Now Hartwell will send a pass to Miller. Miller, a nice move there. As he'll try feeding this one towards the net. Will be picked up once again by Brett Smith. As he'll get turned around for a moment and try to chip this one out of the zone. Successful in doing so. But hand pass call on the play. We'll have another stoppage and another face-off up and coming.
Miami's really just been able to put the clamps on Dayton's offense completely. Haven't been able to really get it out of their own zone, and when they do, there's just not much they can do with it.
And Garrett, they've had a strong forecheck all night long, and the Flyers have really struggled getting the puck out of their own end. And once they do, they've been decently successful, but the hardest part for them has just been getting it out of the zone in the first place. As here they are with possession again, it's Meichenbaum.
They've had some success in the faceoff dot, which has helped them out a bit too, but you're going to need more than that.
A bouncing puck off to the races, a one-on-one, shot, score! Jack Schweitzer of the Redhawks. And make it 5.
And what a move that was.
It sure was, and he really got on his horse there, chasing after that puck, and was able to win that 50-50 foot race, and ended up going 5-hole, and extending his team's lead to now 4.
Another one late in the period here too, 4:24 left, and Dayton just close to limiting the damage both periods, and they let one in.
Will be won by Dayton, as Meichenbaum will possess this puck, skating through the zone. This one shot. Second opportunity there, both off the target of the net. As the Redhawks once again have numbers moving up ice. 4-on-1. Shot, this one deflects up and out of play. And Garrett, their puck moving up ice has just been amazing so far this afternoon. And getting up, they just seem to know where they're at, and they're clicking the offense, really working well. Their puck movement has been phenomenal, and that's really helped them. If the Flyers can find a way to get a goal by the end of this second frame, they could really find a way to climb themselves back into this contest. But they're going to have to stop the Red Hawks from scoring anymore for the time being. And this one deflects off a stick, no ice in the call. Noah Kinsinger out of his net to play it.
They had a man hanging out down there, and he was able to get a piece of it. This hasn't really been working out the way they planned it.
This one's shot an odd angle. That one strikes iron. There's the wrong side.
Yeah, I think the iron was really the only place he had to put that, as Kinsinger did a good job closing off that top corner.
Dayton just trying to play physical at this point. It's Frado. Will gain possession. He'll send it down below. As Douglas awaits that puck. We'll try to send it over to Borowski. Some more physical contact on the far side. Simone got collided with. Shot on, saved by Parks with the stick. A good effort by him. And the Flyers will send this up way up into the roof. And we'll have another whistle. Well, Garrett, we're used to calling a lot of our games at the Frank Southern Ice Arena. This is about twice as tall as it in there, so.
Yeah, you got to get it up there pretty high, and we've seen Dayton just trying to flub the puck up forward, trying to get it out of their own zone, really, and runs into the ceiling there.
Well, it'll be Kessing now, as he'll send it down below. Miller awaiting the puck. Will pick it up on his backhand, and now dangle for a moment. So he'll slide it back to Kessing. Kessing will now drive down below. It just bobbled off his stick. McCormick, he'll shoot and score a hat trick. Michael McCormick, a hat trick here in the TSCHL League playoffs, and call it a Miami goal number 6. And McCormick, right place, right time. That puck just came right to him, and all he had to do was just flip it over McCormick's shoulder. Excuse me, Parks' shoulder, and McCormick able to finish off his 3rd goal of the afternoon.
No hats being thrown on the ice here, as you would have to get it up there pretty high, but the hat trick for Michael McCormick, just a unfortunate giveaway again for Dayton in their own zone right there, and that one was about as easy as it gets.
Yeah, well, in his teammate's defense, I did see it looked to be Colin Hartwell attempting to throw his helmet off, but he can't do that, so he kept it on, but it'll be picked up by Smith, now carried up ice. As Hartwell, the puck carrier, will send a backhanded saucer up to McCormick. The Flyers will connect to the far side. Here's Smith joining the play. It looked to be Althoff, but Althoff now crashes in the boards of the official. They're both okay and joining the play as it now ends up in the glove of Tavian Parks. We'll hear a whistle. Garrett, I'm curious to see how the rest of this game will unfold in front of us, as the Red Hawks with a 5-goal lead here only in the 2nd period. As Bale try a shot, this one saved by the stick, still loose in front. Anderson, the second chance, and another huge save made by Parks. Bale sends it to the far side, trying to go D to D. As point to point. Meichenbaum able to give it over as he'll regain this puck. Still corralled on his stick for the time being, now sent up the glass.
Under a minute to go.
Deflecting off a stick, no ice to call. Backdoor opportunity there, and went just wide. And Miami still trying to gain offense, as the Flyers have no choice but to just chip it in. Kinsinger will bank this one off the boards, as the Red Hawks will pick it up. Will bank off the glove. Is now picked up and carried by Andrew Lawrence. Lawrence, the big defender, kept skating with it. A shot there by Gerling as time expires, and that's the end of period number 2. And a big period for the Redhawks, able to tally a few more goals. 3 more to be specific. And now 6-1 our score. So Garrett, Dayton's gonna really have to draw something big up here and find a way to score a few goals before the end of this one. We'll take a brief break here. You've been watching Dayton and Miami hockey here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. We'll see you for period 3. Welcome back for period number 3 between the Flyers and the Red Hawks. So I'm Andrew Gus, joined alongside Garrett Drake. The Flyers in the blue jerseys with the red helmets, red trim, and the Red Hawks in their tan jerseys with the red numbers, red helmets, and red trim as well.
And Dayton has a lot of work to do if they want to try to make this one a game. But on the other rink, Goose, we've got a tie contest between Bowling Green and Kentucky. They're knotted up at 3. Kentucky scoring twice on one shift. They only have 15 shots, but 3 of them have gotten into the net. So a pretty intriguing game going on over there as we near the second period, the end of the second period.
Well, we'll have the puck drop, and we're underway for period 3 as this one's shot right away and saved by Parks. Shot came from Douglas. Shots in our game, 37 for the Red Hawks and just 19 for the Dayton Flyers. I always say, get the puck to the net, good things happen. Well, maybe the Flyers can get a few lucky bounces and just keep grinding away at this game. We'll start with 1, but it'll be Douglas. A fancy move there between the legs. Centering pass there, shot now. As Lawrence will let this puck rim all the way around the boards. As Frado had it stripped away from him. A pass there, Stuber was not expecting it. And we'll have an icing going against the Flyers, so they'll be trapped out there. As the Red Hawks able to get their change. Hartwell wins this. This one's shot sent on a little wide. As McCormick, who's already got a hat trick on the afternoon, had that puck just bounce off his stick. The Flyers had an opportunity there, but just couldn't take it away as it banks off the boards. No ice in the call. That came from Miami. A bank pass just a little off the mark. However, this time the other way will be a Miami icing, so we'll be trapped in their end for the time being. His face off. Looks like it'll be off to the left of Kinsinger. Wasn't sure which side they were going to pick. Shot sent on. Flyers still trapping the puck down below. But not long after, the Red Hawks able to escape their zone and try to get up ice. We'll have a whistle, and I believe it should be a Miami penalty of a cross check. Let's see. And sure enough, Hartwell will go to the box for 2 minutes. And the Flyers gifted a power play. So we'll see if they can get some action going on here.
Yeah, they need to capitalize on this one if they want any hope of getting back into it. Less than 20 minutes to go, down 5 goals.
Smith shoots this one, saved by the pad.
Nice first look right there.
As Jones had him stripped away, so Douglas will clear it out of the zone. He'll passively chase.
And Miami really doesn't have to go into kill mode here. They can try to clear it if they want to, but they could also just keep playing 5-on-4 and try to produce some offense.
Back down below, the Flyers. Stuber had a shot to flex up high. It bounces over the net. Sent back in by Brett Jones. And down below to Rutherford. As it now escapes the zone, it'll go all the way out. And just a minute to go on the man advantage. The Flyers really have not had a quality look yet. This one will register on net as a shot. Still making the save. As now another delayed penalty, and we'll have some 4-on-4 action. Will happen for 43 seconds until the Red Hawks return Hartwell to the ice. Heading to the box for 2 minutes. It's Colin Umhafer.
Just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar there and picked up the trip.
We'll play 4-on-4, our first time seeing that this afternoon. And this one sent on and saved. Working down below, Delio. Now a breakaway, Zach Devine. Devine shoots and scores, top right. As Devine all alone has decided to elevate that puck up high. And another Red Hawk goal. And with that being even 4-on-4 strength, we'll continue to play on with 4-on-4 for the next 23 seconds. The Flyers will take possession of this puck as it's shot all the way down the ice. We'll have an icing. We'll head back to the end of the Flyers in Tavian Parks. Dombrowski wins the draw as Bale will curl around at the top of the zone. He'll leave it off. Dombrowski once again gives it off.
Power play for Miami now.
Pass to the slot. Shot. This one goes just wide. Sent back down below to the back door. Standing there was Hartwell. Now sent on. Saved by Tavian Parks' stick. You could hear it. As Hartwell will circle back with just 45 seconds left to go on the man advantage. As he'll juke in, he'll shoot. This one saved by the glove. A second chance rebound. Excuse me, I think that one actually might have just banked up and out of play on the shot from Miller. As that initial rebound came back to him, he decided to take a shot at it, but once again up into the netting. As McCormick on the point, will try to send it down below. We'll hang on to it for a second and leave it off. Bale drives in, he'll have a shot. And Parks makes a save. Once again, Garrett, you see 42 shots to 20, 43 make it now, as he's just seen so many pucks this afternoon. The Flyers will win this draw. As Miller sends it back to the point, Bale will work with it. He'll send it down to the corner, where Miller, the puck carrier,
returning back to even strength here.
it is, as Pachetti shoots that one. The official ducked out of that one. I think he's all right. As he just went down quick.
That almost got a couple people on its way by where the scorer's area is.
Everyone seems to be all good, which is always our prime goal, so glad to see that. That puck comes at you quick. Quick offsides. We'll reset right where we came. As the Red Hawks will take possession, they'll dump it in, but Pachetti, the first one there, able to get his stick on that puck. As he sent it off. Carried in by Smith, but Not long after, he was harassed by a few Redhawks and unable to get a good quality look on net there. We're down to just 14:49 left to go in this contest.
Looks like things starting to get a little chippy here. Obviously the frustration's mounting for Dayton, but it looked like Miami was just pointing up at the scoreboard.
Very good stick play there. It looked to be Simone on the far side. So Dayton will regroup back in their own end and start to get up ice. And not long after, Simone just dumps it back in and will make them think about what they're going to do next, as the Flyers, chasing down below, finally able to capture that puck. Picked up now, a centering pass there, nearly connected to a breaking Althoff, as he's still with the puck on his stick, as he'll leave a cross check and get out of there. Now skated up ice by Simone. Second chance effort there. Shot on net by Gerling, as he'll go crashing into the boards. Some more physicality there. That one went past Schweitzer and then past Simone there. So Simone will circle back to neutral ice and send it to his D partner, Kelly. As Kelly will pull a one-timer from the red line. Parks will make the save like a first baseman and just drop it down back to the ice. As chasing hard now is Frado. Back to the point, it's Cowan. He'll try a look there. Tried to thread the needle, but the defender able to close his legs quick enough. Shot on, saved by Parks. An odd angle.
That one was interesting.
Cleared by Pampano. Wow.
Head on a swivel over there.
Sure enough. The guys in the box are staying active. As Miami wins it, Cowan will once again fling into the zone. This time they tried to send it out there and let a player go grab it, but the Flyers not able to get there in time. As Douglas was stick handling there, had it stopped. Pull back in here, Stuber, 2-0, he'll shoot and score! And Ted Stuber from Kettering, Ohio. A nice look there and left all alone on a 2-on-0. And able to put that one past Kinsinger. Well, Garrett, at the very least, he's got to feel good to score a goal.
Yeah, nice finish there on the 2-on-1 as you called it out, and Stuber draws them back to within 5.
As here comes Eric Miller. Miller shoots. Tavian Parks makes the save.
He didn't even know if he had that one. It was coming in hot and nearly snuck through the wickets, but quick reflexes to trap it there.
We're creeping towards that 50 shot mark too, as 48 so far taken by the Redhawks. And Dayton's defense, there's been quite a few shot blocks as well. I mean, there has to be at least 60 to 65 shot attempts here tonight, and they've just been peppering him all night long. So Dayton will fling this one in. He'll go up to the side of the cage. As Miller tried to leave it out, stolen away. Another shot there on the back door by Jones, but couldn't bury it. And now here's Hartwell flying up the wing. Hartwell cuts to the middle, back door. McCormick shoots a huge save made on the play. He got robbed by Parks. Tavian Parks slid from post to post, and a wide open net opportunity there for McCormick. A huge stop made by Parks, and sure enough, that was the 50th shot of the evening.
He slid way out to get that one, and heck of a save.
Lawrence will dump this one into the corner. As Pachetti down there. Will bank it off the boards. Dayton still trying to fly a guy up high. It's Althoff, but couldn't get there in time. As Lawrence skating up, will leave it off. It's Hartwell. Hartwell sends it over to Miller. Miller tried to go to the back door, but another save made by Tavian Parks.
Yeah, that one able to bounce up into the glove there, and he snagged it just above the crossbar. So nearing the halfway point of this final period, and Miami continuing to dominate. And it looks like they're well on their way to moving on.
It will be one. Zach Devine, the most recent goal scorer for the Redhawks, getting pressed along the glass. It'll now be Dayton skating up ice. As the Flyers start to attack, Anderson was there to separate the play. Went to the far side. Once again, the Flyers in possession. This one shot on. Saved by Kinsinger pretty effortlessly. Be won by Miami as they'll be quick up ice. It's Schweitzer. He'll send it over for Devine. As that pass was a little off the mark. This puck flies, flutters through the neutral zone. Will be batted back down by the Flyers. Stuber sends it back down. Shot on, tipped in front. It's Plus. But he'll be stopped as Kelly will chip this puck out of the zone and away from danger. Another one sent all the way down and out of play. We've got 10 minutes flat left to go here in the third period. And as Garrett mentioned a few moments ago, things really looking good for Miami. Kelly will just decide to flip this into the corner. Redhawks still with the puck. A great toe drag effort there by Douglas. A centering pass. Frado, another juke, but just couldn't register that shot. As this one banks off of a flyer. They'll get cleared out of the zone. No icing the call. Chasing hard, JT Kelly. Still with it on his stick as he churns up ice. He'll get bodied into the wall. That'll be the Flyers. Just dumping it in deep. As Kinsinger will leave it off. It'll be picked up by Simone. And now left off for Kelly. As Douglas collects his puck. His pass basically just skirted out of the zone. Sent on a good shot there, went just wide.
And Dayton's been putting some pressure on here. Another shot sent on, saved off the chest, but Flyers putting the pedal to the metal, giving it everything they got for this last 8.5.
As Miami will win this draw. Will be sent up the wing. As it banks off. Trying to collect that puck was flying in Jack Schweitzer, but unable to gain possession. As Dayton works up ice. will be saved away. Puck won by the Flyers. Still loose in the back door. As it now goes all the way across the zone. It just missed the stick of Cowan. Miami trying to get up ice quick again with numbers. Here they are. Schweitzer as cutting back. He had that puck lifted off his stick. A few bodies get tangled together.
Yeah, they're starting to fly now.
A shot and score! Top right, Andrew Lawrence, the defenseman for the Redhawks. And quite a snipe right there, as he was able to walk into the zone with a lot of space. As those two bodies were wrestling in the far side corner. He normally doesn't have a lane to walk in like that, and he took advantage of it right there. And increased his team's lead to 6. Shots 52-27. As Miami just keep laying the pressure. McCormick thought about sending that one off the boards, but he'll circle and swing back. A one-time shot by McCormick, saved by the noggin of Tavian Parks. A nice toe drag there by Miller as he'll get bumped off the puck. Here's Lawrence. Another shot tipped in front. McCormick will send this back to the point. This one sent on. Loose down below, the Redhawks in possession. Lawrence once again shoots. Right to a body. Hartwell now takes a shot. And Garrett, just a bombardment of shots being put on Parks. There's another save.
It's got to be a lot of tired legs out there.
And Dayton just looks defeated, Garrett, as you mentioned that.
They get a full change as the puck goes up into the rafters once again.
Well, we'll have a stoppage of play here. 6:12 left to go. And we'll reset where we started this whole afternoon off at center ice. As Dayton will take the initial faceoff, it'll go all the way down onto Kinsinger's net. And stripped away. Rutherford tried. As he still works with the puck right now. He'll chip it off the boards. Now picked up by Sullivan Clark of Dayton. As Dubler tries a shot. Saved by the pad. He already has one this afternoon. Dayton back at their own end. Smith being harassed. As Frano, a pass down below. Still loose. As this puck all the way behind the net now. Miami will let Dayton pick it up and work out of the zone. As this one shot on, saved by the glove. Douglas sends it to the far side where Frado was there. A few big hits laid on there by Dayton.
Miami's just got to try to finish this game with all their guys staying healthy. Still with a 6-goal lead, under 5. Just try to get out of here as quick as you can.
This one sent on. Went a little wide off Gerling. Back to the point, it's Hunter Ferguson.
And Miami, of course, will play the winner of the Bowling Green, Kentucky game going on the other sheet right now.
Nice dodge of the hit right there by Anderson.
We'll have to hurry up and head over and catch the end of that one.
It'll be Gerling as he'll weave past a man. All the way uphill shoot. This one saved by the blocker. A big hit, a nice hip check on the far side corner. Some more physicality as a man goes down to the ice. Some more physicality being laid on as Garrett, this might just turn into a hitting fest. As Ferguson gets dragged to the ice, he'll now get a face wash right up to his face mask. Driving in Anderson, pardon me. As Ferguson now rejoins the play. Pass there cleared out of the zone by Sean Ward. Anderson drives towards the net. We'll have the arms fly up, and a penalty definitely coming against Dayton. And Garrett, I get you're down by a few goals, but not the time to be doing that.
I think they might get 2 penalties on that play as well. It looked like there was one for interference on the drive to the net, and then of course the lunging cross check at the end there. So we might see 2 against the Flyers.
Yeah, we'll have to wait momentarily and see what the official ruling is, but definitely some clear frustration shown by the Flyers. So we'll see one go over to the box, as looks to be Michael McGaughan. And they'll discuss for a moment, but Gary, I would be pretty surprised if you were wrong too. It should be 2 penalties, as there was the initial one and then a late cross check.
Yeah, well, we might see one get sent off. Or maybe they just called the initial one.
Yeah, I only see 3 Flyers out there, so.
Looks like it'll be 5-on-4.
Sure
Extra
enough.
man comes on.
Well, with 2:55 left to go, we'll reset as McCormick will send it off. Dombrowski gives it off to the wing. As Bale will try to slide it down to Hartwell, but just missed him. As Bale will retreat all the way back to his own end and come to a complete stop behind the net of Kinsinger. And Dombrowski went in and picked it up. As it went off past Miller, it'll go for a Red Hawk icing. Still 2:19 left to go and 1:23 on the power play for Miami. As we'll see the puck get dropped, and it'll be won by the Red Hawks. As they'll try to fling it up. It'll be Hartwell, who is almost all by himself. Delayed offsides, the Red Hawks will have to get back. Flyers will send this one, it just bounces off the stick of a forward. As Dombrowski plays around for it a moment. Miller slides it down. Back door, this one went on the outside of the net. Hartwell was there. Had the room of the net, but just hit the outside of it. As Bale thought about a shot. The Red Hawks unable to get that going, as the Flyers will just send this one off the boards and way down the ice. Hartwell will throw on the brakes and turn around. as he'll have a shot, but it deflects up and out of play.
Still 10 seconds left on the power play. 1:14 in the game, and an overall dominating performance by Miami, approaching 60 shots on goal, and they doubled up Dayton with only 30.
As this one will escape from the zone. We'll go all the way down. As will be skated up the ice by Simone. Simone digs in with his shoulder. As now a centering pass way up in the air. Tried to find Stuber. Down below, the Dayton Flyers still going after it. Second chance and saved by the pad with just 41 left to go. As the Flyers will just change defense. We'll see this puck rim all the way around. Or it's carried up by Daniel Gerling. As Gerling starts to skate towards the cage, he was stripped away from the puck. Shot on, once again saved by Parks. Red Hawks still soaring the net. JT Kelly fires a shot, saved by Parks. As a stick lift will happen, and we'll see our time tick down and call the final here in Cincinnati, where the Red Hawks are able to top the Flyers by a final score of 8-2, Garrett. And a tough game all the way around for the Flyers. After that first period, we saw that last third goal get in, 3-1 going into period 2, and then they found themselves down 6-1 after the second frame, and the rest is history from there. But Parks saw 60 shots tonight, 52 saves. It's still a pretty good night if you ask me, and really just a tough night overall for the Flyers. Any final comments from you, Garrett?
Well, Michael McCormick talked about it during the first intermission that Miami's struggled in the postseason these past couple years, so it was big for them to get past that first game, and they knew the pressure coming into today. They didn't want to lay an egg against Dayton, and they came out here and took care of business pretty promptly.
Absolutely did, and Michael McCormick, a hat trick by him. A great game overall for the Red Hawks, and I'll be sure they'll be hungry for tomorrow with their matchup between the winner of the game going on in the Canada rink next door to us, a matchup between Kentucky and Bowling Green. Make sure to stay tuned. We'll have a post-game interview with Miami Red Hawks goaltender Noah Kinsinger. Well, be sure to stay close. We'll be back in just a few minutes here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. I'm joined with Noah Kinsinger of the Miami Redhawks. Noah, great game tonight. 29 saves, only 2 goals allowed. You're obviously seeing the puck well tonight. You do anything special to prepare for today, or what do you think today?
Nothing too special. I just kind of take every game like the same. Every game's playoffs, and just got to play like it.
Hey, you guys came to play tonight. You look great. I think the boys were moving the puck very well today. How'd you see the ice? Like, you saw the whole game in front of you today. How'd they feel? They put 8 goals away, so.
Yeah, they were playing really well in front of me. They didn't give me a whole lot of, or they didn't get Dayton a whole lot of grade A scoring chances. So definitely not a big workload for me. But they still got 30 shots, but it was good shots, at least for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And going forward to tomorrow and hopefully the next day after for you as well, what are the guys going to need to do to just keep going and hopefully find the way to the championship?
Yeah, just keep chipping away at it. Job's not over till the fat lady sings, so we're looking to take home some hardware on Sunday.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Have a good one.